Is there corruption in the JCF? According to the Corruption Perception Index, 85% of a survey respondents in Jamaica felt that political parties were corrupt/extremely corrupt. That figure was 74% for Parliament and 86% for the police force. Is it true that the Director of Public Prosecutions are being slow and at times reluctant to prosecute corruption cases? For example, through June 2016 courts reached 13 convictions, 3 acquittals, and 12 dismissals after multiple raids by the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency which has discovered corruption in several parish councils. Former Commissioner of Police, Rear Admiral Hardley Lewin was aware of the corruption and did signal in 2007 his intention to tackle corruption in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, and restore public trust in the police. Was he successful? Is there still corruption in the JCF? The problem with that question is that eliminating corruption is not a one-man team, it takes a village.
Chief Justice Brian Sykes has called for changes in the operations of 2 key local anti-corruption agencies. Now, his recommendations, though, would mean more responsibility being given to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. More in this report from Dwayne Anderson.
Chief Justice Brian Sykes did not mince words when he addressed members of the justice system at a church service on Sunday. He questioned whether taxpayers were getting the returns on their investments in prosecutorial units at agencies such as the Integrity Commission and the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency, MOCA.
I won't say whether it is a good thing or a bad thing, but what I will say is this, that if one looks at the record of the DPP and looks at the record of those offices, I suspect you may safely conclude you're not getting the same kind of results and impact.
The Chief Justice reasoned he was not questioning the capacity of the lawyers at MOCA and the Integrity Commission, but instead wanted to publicly remind the authorities of the value of the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions.
Prosecutorial expertise is acquired over time. It is not something you get out of a book. It's something you have to do and to practice. And respectfully, those agencies simply do not have the breadth and depth of experience. And so immediately, once you put the prosecutors there, they are sort of cut off from 60 years of experience. That is why you're not getting the returns.
Hence this proposal that would mean a major shake-up for MOCA and the Integrity Commission.
So if one wishes to get the appropriate return on investment, something that I've said privately, now I'm saying it publicly, is that all of those need to be brought under the Director of Public Prosecutions.
Failing that move, he warned, bodies such as MOCA and the Integrity Commission could lose a lot of legal minds.
And this is the other fundamental thing. It also creates a career path for them. Those other agencies really don't. And it is not surprising that you have the results there, because there's a ceiling in terms of how high you can go. And if you are not in the AG's department, you are not in the DPP's department, then the only way out is to leave.
Chief Justice Sykes, in the meantime, reaffirmed his commitment for the justice system to dispose cases within 2 years.
There's no reason why I can't move from point of entry to disposition, not reaching the Court of Appeal now, to disposition in the Court of Appeal in 24 months. There is no reason why it can't happen. It's a matter now of using the technology that's available to increase productivity.
Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
What is the root cause of corruption? Is it greed? Is it low pay rate? Or is it something more sinister than that? Corporal James highlighted some key factors the following interview.
Corruption doesn't breed itself from low wages. It has to do with people's mentality and wanting to live outside your means. It's as simple as that. If you are from a background where as none of us are born in a rich society that joins a policing service and maintains our decorum. The attributes of a good constable must be manifestly enfolded in our thinking, our belief, and when it is that you are policing a society, it is from a position of trust. And if you respect your oath of office, the mere fact that when you join, it was pointed out to you that yes, it might be a stable bread income. However, it doesn't mean that it's a lucrative paying job. One thing for sure, it creates the opportunity for you to grow in your capacity. And with capacity building, you may elevate. So you might find yourself at the pinnacle of the profession. However, I'm still being reminded that there is one guiding principle, that you do not betray the people's trust and get yourself indulged in corruption, because the hallmark by which you will be judged, your character tainted, can never be repainted and remain the same. Honesty is the best policy, and I still maintain that Jamaica still holds a ray of hope for us to delve in and for us to achieve our forefathers' vision. Out of many one people, we cannot.
The cry for a pay rate increase and the struggle to maintain the value and integrity of the JCF becomes a challenge, leading to a web of corruption in the system that seeks to stifle the cry for justice. Makes you wonder if there is a much deeper, dark-rooted cause behind the mountainous corruption in the system.